All right, DVW fam, so if you guys book a trip to the Las Vegas Strip and don't want to leave home broke, you guys gotta stay tuned and watch this video because it's actually the New Year's Day right now. Happy New Year's in 2025, and there's a lot of updates and changes on the Las Vegas Strip, and some of the changes involves the Cheap Eats deal. There's a lot of updates, changes. Some Cheap Eats deals were added, some were actually taken away. So in this video, we're gonna cover all the best Cheap Eats deals and steals all throughout the Las Vegas Strip, the changes and updates in 2025. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. We're on grab for you guys, and hopefully we can leave home with our pockets full rather than empty. So yeah, guys, let's get some grubbing. Let's go. We are walking and exploring the Vegas Strip for more Cheap Eats, and I think we are reaching our next destination. Is at the Casino Royale, the Best Western. Let's see how many dollars it is now. It used to be $1, then $2. I think it's like a $2 to $3 hot dog. So you guys need some calories in a pinch for a great price. That might just do it. So let's check it out. Oh, right here, they have the deal advertised right out front. $3.49 foot-long hot dog. So I was wrong. It used to be a little bit cheaper in the past, but now it is a $3.50 hot dog here at the Casino Royale, another Cheap Eats deal. So it's one of their most popular attractions here at the Casino Royale Casino because there are signs everywhere pointing to where you can grab that hot dog. So let's check it out. So this is actually my first time being in the Casino Royale. It's very colorful. Looks like an old school type vibe casino here, very colorful, a lot of slots, machines, but we're here for the $3-4 hot dog. There's literally signs everywhere pointing to where their hot dogs is. They really want you to find the hot dog deal, guys. If you guys are in here, you guys can't miss the hot dog deals. Oh, I see it. And to my surprise, the store in which these $3.50 hot dogs are sold is called the $3.49. All right, we have reached it. It is here, the next spot on our crazy amazing Cheap Eats tour on Las Vegas Strip is the $3.49 foot-long hot dogs. So this is their menu. Top menu is a $3.50 hot dog. Ooh, they even have a $2.40 corn dog, some fries, $3.50, mozzarella sticks. These are all pretty Cheap Eats deals. So not only is the $3.50 hot dog their best Cheap Eats deal here, there's actually a lot of other great deals here, in my opinion. There's specialty dogs around $5-6. So individual items here, nothing goes past $6. So that's a good sign for us. This spot's really funny. It's literally called the $3.49 foot-long hot dog shop. So let's get our hot dogs in. So this is the hot dog station here. So you can see them frying the corn dogs. Got all the garnishes here. Those are extra charged in the ketchup and mustard. Actually, the hot dog itself is pretty good deal, $3.50. 50 cents more than the Costco hot dog, I think. I think it's $2 or $3 now. Comment down below how much the Costco hot dog is. But the Costco hot dog is always fire. I think it was like $1.50. But anyways, these are the prices if you guys want some add-ons. Onions, 50 cents. Nacho cheese, 99 cents. So you guys could have add-ons to the hot dogs, but you guys have to pay for it. But the ketchup and mustard are free and self-serve. Oh yeah, that is indeed a foot-long hot dog. That's not mine, but you could add some toppings on it. That one, it looks like the chili bean sauce. That's 99 cents. All right, so on our next spot on this Cheap Eats food tour, we got the $3.49 foot-long hot dog. That's literally the name of the store. $3.49 foot-long hot dog, and this is their famous items, but it actually surprised me. I thought this is the only Cheap Eats item there, but there's also a bunch of other cheapish Eats items there. Most of the single items under $6. So this is a $2.40 corn dog. So this is also categorized as Cheap Eats. Look at the size of these things. And yeah, and we got the foot-long hot dog. Indeed, not false advertisement. It is a foot-long hot dog. Only takes one bite to know if a hot dog is good or not. So let's try it out. That is not bad, guys. It's a Polish hot dog, foot-long, so nice size. The wiener is not too thick or anything, but it's long, so it's a lot of, food for the value. So I gotta give it a point for, its size and its price. And yeah, like I said, you only need to take one bite, but I'm gonna take two. nice soft buns, good amount of meat from the hot dog. $3.40, $3.50. So on the Vegas Strip, that is a steal, guys. So when you're walking around getting hungry, for less than $4, you get a pretty solid meal. And yeah, I'll give this a DVW score 8.2 out of 10, just because of its value on the Vegas Strip. I'm not the biggest hot dog fan, but for $3.50, you get pretty full of that. Let's try this corn dog though. I actually prefer corn dogs to hot dogs. Comment down below, are you team corn dog or hot dogs? Ooh, it's hot. It's nice and deep fried. This is the one for me. This one I prefer. And has a nice little sweet batter from the corn dog on the outside, and also a pretty big weenie on the inside. So a lot of food for $2.40, guys. This corn dog is $2.40 on the Las Vegas Strip, so it's pretty tasty too, and it's nice and deep fried, fresh, hot. I give this one for the value and all that an 8.5 out of 10 DVW score. I might prefer this, and it's cheaper, but yeah, you also got this will probably get you a little fuller. But yeah, guys, another installment on our all-encompassing Cheap Eats tour on the Las Vegas Strip. So yeah, on to more adventures. Let's go. Okay, so there's a Buca de Beppo. So they'll usually have deals here. Let's see what they got here at the Buca de Beppo. So all day happy hour drinks, $6 Italian margaritas, $7 shots, $6 wines, $5 buds, bucket of beer, 5 for $25. I guess you order takeout here to take to your room. It's a happy hour menu. The wines, cocktails, hard seltzers. It's the Buca de Beppo. Honestly, you get some pretty good deals here. Usually pasta and pizza will keep you full. There's an all-day happy hour at the bar. Lunch starting at 11, Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 3 p.m. Happy hour all day. This is some pretty good cheap eats here at Buca de Beppo. This is a pretty new discovery. Hey, I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm staying here at the Excalibur and also doing a cheap eats tour. And I might have to add some happy hour cheap eats from Buca de Beppo to this tour because they give a lot of great deals. A lot of families eating inside. Nice, cozy Italian restaurant here at Excalibur. So from 3 to 6, they have these items on the menu. The only order is at the bar. I see some $5, $6 drinks, Coronas, some pasta, chips and dips, $6, bruschetta, $6, garlic palm fry, $6. Might have to go back and check this out at 3 to 6. And this is the all-day happy hour for drinks at the bar only. So if you guys want some cheap drinks, they got these here at the Buca de Beppo. All right, guys, so we're at Buca de Beppo for our next spot on this Cheap Eats tour. I feel like I found a hidden gem here because I was staying here and I was doing a hotel tour. And I saw a couple signs outside talking about their happy hour, their cheap eats. I feel like it's such a hidden gem. They don't even have their own like paper happy hour menu. You had to go to the corner there and see it. So there's a bunch of items for all under $10. But the Buca burger looks like the best one, which is what we're gonna get. $7, pasta, chips and dip, $6, garlic parm fries, $6. And you can only get that at the bar. And we're here with Wesley here, and he's gonna be taking care of us. What's up, Wesley? Would you like to say hi to DVW fam?
Welcome to Vegas, welcome to Excalibur, and welcome to Buca.
And he also does his own social media as well, and he actually works at Dick's too downstairs, right?
Dick's Last Resort. I'm there on call. I'm here 5 days a week. But if you follow me on TikTok, I'm at Wedgie702.
As far as the cheap eats deals here, what do you recommend?
Me personally, I'm a big fan of the stuffed mushrooms. It comes with a pesto alfredo. I get that with a side of bread. It's actually a lot of food. You're not gonna go home hungry, I promise you. That one is $7.
No bad deal. That was a mouthful. He named like 3 items on that dish, and that's $7, guys. So yeah, we're gonna get the burger, and stay tuned. We'll give you guys a review in a sec. And they also have a regular happy hour where there's just mostly drinks. Well, on top of that, I'm not getting this, but look at the menu till weekdays till 3. It starts at $11. That's the sign that actually brought me into this spot. So this is the starting at $11 is this one, and then they're basically a bunch of pastas, which are pretty filling for around the $11 to $15 mark. But Wesley recommended a salad and pasta for $12.99. Vegas is not cheap, guys. Italian food usually not cheap, especially on the Vegas Strip. And pastas, salads for around $11, $15. That's also part of the cheap eats deal, but I want to go cheap as I could go for $7 with that burger.
Here you.
Nice.
Enjoy.
Thanks, Wes. This is our $7 happy hour burger. Look at that. It looks like a pretty hefty burger. Really nice crinkle cut steak fries. Check this out here. Oh man, look at that. Ooh, this looks like a special burger. Some marinara sauce inside. Big thick patty. And guys, this is $7. Alrighty, DVW fam. So this is one of the best deals I found in Excalibur and at Buca de Beppo. The deal is not even on a menu. It's the happy hour $7 burger and fries. Look at this. $7 for this. That's cheaper than some fast food spots. That's cheaper than Whataburger. Guys, I went to Whataburger. It was like $10 for, a meal. But yeah, this is Buca de Beppo, and this is a full restaurant, Italian restaurant in Excalibur. And yeah, so all their deals are back there. I kind of showed you already, but yeah, let's take a bite and see how good this burger is. But off the bat, it looks pretty good. It looks like some marinara sauce on here, some melted cheese. It's pretty hefty. $7, guys. That's a great burger. Has a nice char on the patty. There's nice melted cheese on top. And then the bun is very spongy. Nice toast and crispiness in the bottom of this bun. Guys, for $7, that's fire. I mean, $7 is not this. It's probably like $5, $6 because it comes with fries too. Look at these fresh fries. It looks like some oregano on it. Some look kind of like garlic fries. Try it out. Garlic or Parmesan. Man. These fries are crispy. Oh man. That's crazy. Nice and deep fried. It might even be a double fried. Some of the crispiest fries I've had. And you get some herbs on there, some Italian herb. Kind of just like some garlic Parmesan, oregano on here or something like that. I'm so happy I just stumbled on this deal. These are some 10 out of 10 fries, especially for $7 on this meal. That's crazy. This is a 10 out of 10 DVW score for cheapies because this burger is banging. It's just some basic meat burger with some marinara sauce. This is an Italian restaurant, so marinara sauce, some pasta marinara sauce. Ooh, that's good. White cheese, big patty, meaty. And these fries, 10 out of 10. So this whole meal, 10 out of 10 for $7, 3 to 6. I feel like I sounded the alarm. I randomly stumbled upon this place because I'm actually staying at the Excalibur, and I'm so happy I found this. It's one of the best deals in Vegas for me. Finish off the rest of this burger and get some more cheapies for you guys. Let's go. But yeah, I'm glad I stumbled upon this on my Excalibur hotel tour. It's fire. This is their stuffed mushrooms and penne pesto sauce. Joe here brought it out for us, and he says that these would be great in the burger, but these look like some pretty nice items to just try a la carte as well. So the staff here are very friendly. We have Joe and Wesley helping us out, and now I got this, but he said, hey, you got to try some mushrooms in this burger and pesto sauce, but these mushrooms look pretty good by itself. Like I said, guys, the $7 or the $11, starting at $11 lunch deal already looks pretty good. I might even come back here for pasta. Spoiler alert, I've been to Buca de Beppo in California a couple of times. I really like Buca de Beppo. So I actually visited the Bally's one, but they closed down too. And they had a breakfast buffet. But ooh, let's try this. Look at that. Very hot plate. I'm gonna try the mushroom by itself. As fresh out of whatever cooking device that came from. That is hot. Cheesy, creamy, that pesto sauce. Nice and creamy. And a lot of that pesto, a little bit of olive oil. That's tasty, but Joe recommended me to put this on the burger. I would do it as so, throw it on here. I put the stuffed mushroom in the burger, so it became kind of like a stuffed mushroom burger. Let's try this out. 4 cheeses on that mushroom. Look at that. Oh, let's try this out. I thought that was gonna be fire because the mushroom 4 cheese in pesto sauce is fire itself. It's like its own dish, but it turns into like a little mushroom burger. And also there's 4 cheese on there, so it makes the cheeseburger more cheesy. This is really good, guys. For $7, wow. But obviously the mushrooms are gonna be extra, but the burger itself, soft toasted buns, a lot of meat here. As for $7, I am full. Look at this. Guys, so also the drink deals here are crazy too. They have cocktails on the regular happy hour menu, but they have this drink called the Roman Tiki. Joe recommended it to me. One of the bartenders is $7, and we'll give it a taste here because we're in Las Vegas, food and drinks are not cheap, but $7 for a cocktail. Let's see if it's tasty or not. Still pretty good, but there's cocktails, drinks starting at $5 up to $7, Monday or Friday, 3 to 6. But they also have a regular happy hour menu where I'm looking at this, and these are also great deals as well. Italian margarita, $6, guys, at the bar only. Guys, wow. So I just asked Joe, he said these deals are all day. Red wine, $6, cocktail, $6. That's dangerous, guys. Yeah, I'd recommend this, but I don't recommend it at the same time because deals like these get you. So Joe, one of the bartenders, was saying you can hardly find single dollar amount drinks anywhere in Vegas, and especially the Vegas Strip. So this drink here would be actually $14 in regular hours, but it is $7. So let's try it out.
Then my son said no to almost everything.
Ooh, it's tasty. It tastes tropical. This tastes like something I would drink in Cabo or Cancun. So there's mango rum in here, Malibu. It tastes like a very delicious strawberry lemonade with a little bit of mango. Fire. Yeah, guys, I stumbled upon a hidden gem here. Truly candid. I saw some signs on the outside. I was curious. I took a look around and I found one of the best cheap eats deals for happy hour on the Las Vegas Strip. Guys, this is an aside, but besides the cheap eats deal, these are some of the best fries I've had on the Vegas Strip. These fries are extremely crunchy. Think of like a Del Taco or Raisin Cane fry, but super, super crispy and fried. Listen to this ASMR. You guys see that crunch? There's some like garlic and parmesan. It's tasty, guys. It's not like salty. Very rich. Oh, that's good. Even if you don't come here for happy hour, you guys gotta try these fries. So yeah, this is a secret hidden gem I'm putting you guys on because this is unbelievable because there's a diner downstairs, guys. Also, they market themselves as gourmet burger. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I looked at the price, burgers and fries and drink, queen $3. And this is $7, a gourmet tasty burger here. I finished it. That's a deal in Vegas. Here's the proof, guys. $7.59 after taxes. So this is the restaurant. It's actually pretty nice. Italian fare here. It's a pretty big restaurant. So a lot of photos all around of some like old school Italian stuff here. This is a pretty neat Buca di Beppo. I actually been to a couple in California, but this one looks very classic, old school. So there are a lot of Italian. I'm gonna assume they're stars, look like stars. It's a really cool restaurant, guys. So besides the cheap eats and Excalibur, this is actually a really cool restaurant. I've been to a couple Buca di Beppos. I really like the vibes. Also lunch menu. There's some pretty cheap eats there for lunch as well, but I would actually just come here to eat, which I have a couple times at other locations. So this is the Planet Hollywood Miracle Mile shops, guys, where we are going to be finding a lot of the restaurants on this cheap eats tour.
Ooh, so this is a cool option right here. This is the ABC stores, originated from Hawaii. If you guys ever been to Hawaii, there's a multitude of these ABC stores all across the island, but they have one here they call Vegas the Night Island, right?
Yeah, basically we're in Hawaii, so there's also some cheap eats deals in here as well. There's some cheap nasubis, so 2 for $5 of Amasubi here at the ABC store at the Miracle Mile shops. They have it right at the door. Also, it's pretty cheap t-shirts too. Some pretty good deals all around here. Like a souvenir store, some chips, some fruits. And here are where they have some pretty good drink deals. So 2 for $7 Trulies, Mountain Dew, a lot of alcohol deals for you guys. These are pretty good deals for drinks. The waters and the sodas are pretty good deals as well. 2 for $7 hydration station, electrolyte right here, and some gallons, so like $4. So these might be normal prices, but when you're on the Vegas Strip, everything is inflated. But at the ABC store here, you guys can still get some reasonable prices for cans, drinks, and waters. But ooh, so some more deals. So guys, this wasn't even supposed to be on the cheap eats videos, but walking in here, a lot of the drinks here are gonna be cheap drinks. So if you guys want a clutch option next to some of the cheap eats that we're going to visit right now in the Miracle Mile shops, you guys could check out this ABC store. Okay, so here, oh, there's no more. We're going to have to come back to this one. I spoke too soon. These are a popular hot commodity here. No pun intended, because it stays hot in here. But maybe we'll come back. Good thing we're staying at Planet Hollywood. We'll come back earlier tomorrow. Also, I mean, these are not fresh items, but these are pretty cheap too. Brahmin ABC store will give you guys some clutch eats for pretty good price. Some more deals. Man, I keep seeing like markdowns on all of these items and I can't cover all of them. So ABC store, some cheap items. I will call this a center area for food at the Miracle Mile shops because there is a trifecta of cheap eats. There's the flights, there's the blondies for their breakfast deal, and there's a La Salsa Cantina for their Mexican food and breakfast deal. We're going to show you guys that as well, but tomorrow morning because it's dinner time right now. So there's a nice Cocolina gelato bar right in the middle for some sweets. And this is La Salsa Cantina. Ooh, so I've been to all these spots before. This is why I'm doing a 2025 update for you guys, because they also update the price just for cheap eats. So before it was a $5.99, but now it is $6.99. Still a pretty good deal. I mean, inflation, right? They have some more deals here. We're going to come back in the morning because it's only available at the noon. So this is another spot for a cheap eats deal, La Salsa Cantina, for their $6.99 breakfast. I'm gonna return for this one. So here is another spot on our cheap eats tour. It is the Petro Premium Burger Bar. They have a multitude of cheap eats deals here, but without further ado, let's show you guys what they got. They got a $6.99 burger special and a beer for $3. So $7 if you don't drink, $3 if you want a little brewski. They have a happy hour if you feel like to. There's a yard sale. So yeah, this is the Ketchup Burger Bar at the Miracle Mile shops. So let's actually give you guys a little walk around. All right, so there is a bar area right in front where you guys could watch some sports, enjoy some food. So here are some drink specials if you guys are into that. So here is a wall where they advertise all of their main cheap eats. So they have a bunch of cheap eats deals here depending on when you guys go. But they also have some cheap eats that are day by day. Well, let's check it out. So looks like a hot dog special on Tuesdays, chicken tenders Wednesdays, happy hour Monday to Friday. Ooh, no, we just passed happy hour. It's like 7:30 right now. Spiked milkshake and some drink deals. So this is the Ketchup Premium Burger Bar. Let's check it out. All right, a lot of red accents because it is a ketchup bar, so I'm assuming they like their red.
And yeah, let's take a walk outside. Ooh, I smell some fresh fries right off the bat. Ketchup Premium Burger Bar. Oh, it looks like some milkshake recommendations here. This is awesome. So this is the whole menu where you guys can see all the deals. Daily specials with the drinks. $5 drafts all day. It's pretty good for Vegas. Hot Dog Tuesdays. We're here on Tuesdays. 2-for-1 signature dogs. Chicken tender Wednesdays. Maybe we'll get that tomorrow. This is the happy hour. Unfortunately, we passed that. But a lot of drink deals. And then here are their burger menus. But they have a special $6.99 burger and fries that we'll get. Some more sandwiches, beverages, and baskets. Thank you, Emma. We have Emma helping us out with the mid. Thank you. Appreciate you. Cheers. Nice. Thank you. This is our burger special. Thank you. Guys, is it me or does this look like a Krabby Patty, guys? Look at this. All right, guys. So another cheap eats deal in Vegas. We're currently at the Ketchup Premium Burger Bar here. And this is their $6.99 burger special. And I got a $3 add-on with a little brewski right here. They have Bud Light and Michelob. I gotta go Michelob. Change it up. But guys, tell me that this burger doesn't look like a Krabby Patty. But oof, nice hefty burger right here. And it's only $6.99. Doesn't come with fries, unfortunately, but guys, how can you hate? And they also have, daily deals. It's Tuesday right now. I was gonna get the hot dog special, but we have a lot of places to go because it's actually a hot dog and fries for $14, but it's buy one get one free. So that's their Tuesday deal. On Wednesday have chicken tender deal. So there's always deals here. Also a lot of brewski deals here at the Miracle Mile Shasta. Guys, there's deals thrown all throughout the Miracle Mile shop, and this is one of them. Yeah, guys, without further ado, pretty hefty burger, $6.99. And we are in Vegas, so that's the deal. Let's try it out. This is actually a great deal because it's not a regular, fast food cheeseburger. This is like a gourmet burger. You take out that char on the grill on here. Big and hefty, has fresh ingredients. My first bite, I tasted the pickles, tomatoes, onions, fresh ingredients, nice toasted soft buns. Tilted at the bottom right here, but the top is nice soft. I got my medium. There's a medium, well done. They asked you to order it, but guys, $6.99, you can't be too harsh of a critic. It's not the most gourmet of burger, but I'll classify it as a gourmet burger because like big taste of grill on it. Kind of tastes like, backyard burger you have at a 4th of July barbecue or something like that. And it's called the ketchup bar, guys. So surprise, surprise. Ketchup is their main sauce. So if you guys like ketchup, this is for you. But I like some mayo aioli, kind of mayonnaise on my burger. Like barbecue sauce. So, but in the Planet Hollywood, if you guys want some more gourmet burgers, Gordon Ramsay Burgers does it, guys. For value, I would give this a DBW score plus taste. DBW score 8.4 out of 10 because there's a big piece of meat in here, guys. Look at this. Big patty. You just take a bite of the patty. And that's a good serving of protein for a day. Even though it doesn't have fries, if you guys aren't too hungry, this could fill up one person. And I can definitely see why they add this $3 beer deal with there because it's a heavy burger. A lot of eats, a lot of chew. So you got a little brewski to wash it down. Well, yeah, so Sport on tap, pretty tasty, American light beer, but it's a nice little drink to wash down the burgers. So yeah, guys, pretty good deal here at Ketchup Burger Bar. Give it 8.4 out of 10 DBW score for their cheap eats. So let's finish this off and show you guys some more cheap eats deals all throughout the Las Vegas Strip. Go. And here's my receipt, guys. Proof that it is $6.99. The restaurant is actually kind of funny. They have ketchup accents all around. The whole place is red. They have Heinz tomato ketchup all over here. And also their trash cans in the shape of a Heinz ketchup bottle. So yeah, on top of the cheapies, if you guys like ketchup, this is the place for you guys. And the main sauce on the burger was ketchup. So yeah, guys, this is the Ketchup Premium Burger Bar here. Oh, this is where the cheap beats deals is. You see those prices at the plates? We might go grab that later on. So they have a newer, fresh deal. Subway, you guys get cheap eats there, but honestly, I like to, stay away from too much of the typical fast food in Vegas because most people here are on vacation. They're trying to try something different, and you get Subway, McDonald's, cheap eats pretty much anywhere in the U.S. So there's a Samaro near. Pretty sure you guys get some pretty decent deals here as well. I might be wrong, but we're not in Vegas for Sbarro. At least I'm not. So yeah. Hey guys, I was saying all those things about fast food in Vegas, but I'm not gonna lie, guys. Panda Express is addicting. If I crave some fast food, Chinese food, I might grab some Panda Express every once in a while in Vegas. But here is a little lake, pond, body of water of some sort. Wetzel's Pretzels over there. And this used to be where the Oceans restaurant was. But as you can see, it is no longer there. I'm so sad. I love that place. And it's no longer there. So this was an OG spot for cheap eats for, OG Vegas lovers. Used to always be some good deals here. But no more. I don't know if they have some plans to open up something. Yeah, these are some spots to eat in the Miracle Mile shops. Ooh, this is some new stuff here. So they're opening up a Dave's Hot Chicken here. Looks like they're adding Dave's Hot Chicken. You can find some pretty good deals there. There's another hot chicken near the Horseshoe, I believe. Another opening one here, coming in hot. Okay, so they're opening up Urs Burgers here. That is super cool. I like Urs Burgers. I went to the one in Durango and a Tacotarian. I've been here once, but don't remember really how it tastes, but it's cool to see they're opening one on the Strip. The moment of truth is here. Let's try our luck here at this ABC store. So there's actually 2 ABC stores in the Miracle Mile shops. The other one was Stem the Subies, was so popular for cheap eats. There's no more, but let's see if they have some here. As you guys can see, a lot of deals advertised out front. This is what we're coming here for. Let's cross our fingers, see if they have it. Let's find it. Where is the Masubi's? It's hidden somewhere here. Oh no, bad news. They don't have it, guys. So, I mean, when the deal is this good, I don't really blame them. But if you guys want some 2 for $5 from Masubi's, if you guys are lucky, they'll have them. All right, so we have covered this in our other cheap eats videos. This is Earlo's Sandwich. They always have some great sandwiches for under $10 for the most part. So this is also some cheap eats if you guys want to get full. And you guys will get full off of one sandwich here. It's pretty hefty. All right, guys, so we're going to show you guys some updates on our next spot on this cheap eats tour. It is actually flights. We've been here a couple times before, but they're always rotating and changing deals, and they got some new ones in 2025. So let's take flight. So this is the inside of this restaurant. It's actually pretty cool. A lot of these restaurants I've been going to in Planet Hollywood or the Miracle Mile shops, pretty cool. I mean, all of the Vegas restaurants usually double as a bar because Vegas is all about drinking, right? So this is a lunch, brunch, breakfast spot. All right, DVW fam. So we just entered flights here, and we have Linda here to help us and let us know a little bit about the cheap eats, deals, and steals on the menu and tell us about flights. How you doing, Linda?
Hi, good and you? My name is Linda and I'll be taking care of you guys. Welcome DVW fam. Just letting you know for the happy hour drinks right now will be mimosas or Bloody Marys. You get 3 for $15, but it does changes every hour starting at 3 p.m. for you guys.
Can you give us some of the other drinks for every hour?
So every hours are starting from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. will be mimosas and Bloody Marys. You get 3 for $15. And then at 3 o'clock will be margaritas on the rocks. You get 3 for $15, and then so on.
So it basically rotates every hour till you guys close.
Yeah, basically till we close.
3 for $15 is a good deal in Vegas. I know you guys like to drink in Vegas, but it's happy hour all day here at Flights. So we're taking flight literally, figuratively, and metaphorically. We came here for their $7.99, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. breakfast.
Yeah, so for the breakfast deal, it is the 2-egg classic breakfast. So it's with 2 eggs, breakfast potatoes, English muffin, and with bacon. Or you could get 4 blueberry pancakes.
Wow, that sounds like a deal to me.
So for the $8.99 deal, it will be either a Caesar salad or the 4 chicken wings with fries. And then you could pick the flavor for the wings.
That also sounds like a tasty deal. Leia likes that. Leia likes wings.
I do.
Yeah. And then I see one more deal for $9.99. Like I said, 2025 updates on the cheap eats deals because they're always rotating around Vegas. And these are new to me because I come to Flights all the time.
So for that deal, it would be either the spaghetti or meatballs or the fettuccine alfredo.
All right, y'all. So we got our spread for this cheap eats deal, y'all. So we got these pancakes right here. All 4 of these were $7.99. But you could also get a traditional eggs, potatoes, 2-egg breakfast, bacon, English muffin, and breakfast potatoes for $7.99 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., which is also a deal if you guys want something savory, but we opted for something sweet, and this is a pretty sweet deal. And these are also another deal. It is $8.99 from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Right here, it's 4 wings with fries and ranch, blue cheese, whatever you guys want, celery. So this is $8.99, also pretty solid deal. Or you could get a Caesar salad for the $8.99 from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you'd also get whatever sauce you guys want, salt and pepper wings, Punny barbecue, but we got buffalo. These 3 flights right here are 3 for $15. So they're called flights for a reason because, you know, flights are usually served in 3. So Linda kind of explained this, but from when they opened at 3 p.m., only mimosas, Bloody Marys, and then every hour after that, there's different flights. For example, next hour 3 to 4 is margarita flights, frozen daiquiri flights, mule flights, mojito flights, martini flights, and frozen margarita flights, all the way up until they close. So happy hour drink deals all day, 3 for 15 drinks. So it depends on what time you guys come, but you still get 3 drinks in a flight for $15. So that's a pretty great deal. So yeah, guys. And there's also another deal that we didn't order, but we might order later for dinner time because it's from 4 p.m. to close, and it is not 4 p.m. right now, but it's $9.99 spaghetti and meatballs or fettuccine alfredo for $10. So yeah, guys,
Like I was saying, in 2025, there's a lot of great new cheap eats deals. I don't think they had this last time I came here. They only had the drink deal. So, hey guys, let's rub and see how it tastes. So we got the steak and eggs, which is 19 bucks. So it's just not bad on the Vegas Strip as well. The blueberry pancakes right here. Let's try these out. I'm gonna grab a buffalo wing. So I had to judge the cheap eats deal also is a amount of food and the size. And first off, I noticed these wings are nice and hefty, meaty, with a lot of meat. And we got some ranch for us. I love a meaty wing. Nice and meaty. Good buffalo, not over lathered. Or buffalo sauce, I hate when it's like drenched, just enough. Nice and crispy still. Pretty fire wings. We have 4 of these for around $8-9 bucks. Pretty good deal on the Vegas Strip. And you get this couple fries here. So just this little meal in itself, it gets some people full. These fries are buttery, like Parmesan fries. DVW score for this buffalo wings deal. So it's $8.99 for chicken wings or Caesar salad. I would choose a chicken wing over salad all day. All about that protein. I'm pleasantly surprised about how good these wings are. So I give this deal solid 9 out of 10, honestly, because it's pretty hefty and we're on the Vegas Strip, guys. All right, let's try the mimosa flight. So we are in Vegas, so it's safe to drink at any hour of the day. Ooh, that's a peach is good. You know, sometimes mimosas can be too much champagne or too carbonated, but ooh, there's a mango one, strawberry. Even though it's tasty, I could definitely taste the alcohol content in there. Ooh, this one's good, the strawberry one. Pretty solid deal for $15. Nice little brunch deal extravaganza. Let's try these pancakes. So these are gonna be the cheapest out of the breakfast deal. $7.99 for all 4 of these, guys. Let's try it out. Also, this place is really cool. There's like double, triple entendres, like a branding vibes of this place. But I consider this like a really cool brunch spot. And you know, a lot of girls like brunch and you know that cutesy vibe, the presentation. And I would say the presentation here is great if you guys want to bring some of your girlfriends or just a day or something like that. Because like, look at this little light thing, pretty cute, and how they present all their dishes is very aesthetically pleasing. So this is the blueberry pancakes, and they have these little butter balls in balls. Like, it's the attention to detail, because sometimes the butter is like, you know, just slapped on or like a cube, but it's Vegas. It's all about presentation and, you know, be vibe. So let's try this out. So I'll say an A+ for the presentation here, along with the price. So $7.99 for this, guys. All right, sure, it's out. First word that comes to mind is coffee. Ooh, there's like that blueberry puree on here. Oh, it seems like there's real blueberries in here. Oh, and there actually is, with fresh blueberries as well. And the sauce, surprisingly, is not too sugary or sweet. And the pancakes are not too sugary or sweet either. It's very fluffy, a little crisp on the outside. Just how I like them. I like my pancakes fluffy. I don't like when it's too flaky or dry. Solid deal for $7.99 if you guys want a sweeter breakfast. And the reason why I opted for this, because, you know, across the walkway is the Blondies and the La Salsa Cantina. I got the egg special there. They have an egg special here too, but now you have a sweet breakfast deal on Dan versus the World's Cheap Eats video. That's good. I really like that. That's a steal for $7.99. That's a DVW score for taste, flavor, presentation. That has to be a 9.3 out of 10. Solid. So we're having a good time at Flight so far, if you guys can tell. So yeah, if I'm finish this off and on to more cheap eats. Let's go. So spoiler alert, I've actually been to Flight before and I made a video here, and I actually really like the food. So I used to order some other things that's not on the cheap eats menu, but you know, $19 for $20 for a steak and egg deal, depending on how good it is, isn't too bad. So let's try a piece of the steak. It's tender. It's very tender. So maybe one thought, definitely could use some salt and pepper, but better to add than to subtract. You can't really subtract. Do a double salt and pepper shaker right here. Pretty decent, tasty, but I'd say definitely the highlight so far has been the cheap eats deal and those pancakes. They're fire. But there are some other breakfast deals here, or breakfast items here if you guys want it. It's like a full all-day brunch spot, and I love brunch. I love breakfast. You know, Vegas city never sleeps, so it doesn't matter what time you guys get up. This place has, you know, a bunch of good brunchish type food all day, so I'm digging that. We got some sliders for us. Looks like a buffalo chicken. Which one is this one? Like a bacon burger. And then this one is like a pulled pork. This burger one, let's do it. Try this. That bun is really soft. But so this place is called Flight. So on top of this Flights, they give it in 3. So a lot of people are familiar with Dream Flights that are given in threes, but their food, there's a whole menu section where there's food flights where they serve it in threes just like this. So you can sample. So if you guys, it's like brunch. So if you guys are coming with friends, people want a little bit of everything, you guys get a bunch of flights and share. Like 3 burgers, sliders. There's some flights of fries, flights of tacos, flights of ceviche. There's all types of flights on the menu. But yeah, guys, this spot is pretty fly. All right, guys. So the cheap eats deals doesn't end for brunch or lunch. They also have a dinner special here too. And that's rare because a lot of the places like Blondie's or a Salt's Cantina or a lot of cheap eats deals in Vegas in general are for certain hours or dinner time or for breakfast time or lunchtime. But this one, they have breakfast, lunch, and a dinner special. So 4 p.m. to close, they have spaghetti and meatballs or fettuccine alfredo for $9.99. So at any point of the day when you guys visit flights, there is a cheap eats deal for you. So let's try it out. Al dente, just like how I like my fettuccine. Nice and saucy. Ooh, I like this. I love my fettuccine with chicken though, but in Italy, they eat their pastas without, protein, most of them, except like maybe like a spaghetti and meatballs or something like that. But yeah, you got chicken here, I think for $8, but then it doesn't come a cheap eats deal. But either way, pretty tasty. Pretty solid, guys. Like I said, besides the cheap eats deal, I got all the other items on the menu at flights, and food here is actually pretty banging. I like it. Not too salty, saucy, not too overbearing. Al dente pasta, and it's $9.99, guys. You can hate. It'll get you full at a steal of a price in Vegas on the Strip, guys. On the Strip, a lot of things could be high in price, but here at the Planet Hollywood, Miracle Mom shops at flights, Blondie's, Salsa, Cantina, all next to each other. You guys get some free cheap eats deals on the Las Vegas Strip in 2025. So DVW score for this for a cheap eats deal, 8.5 out of 10, because you get it for dinner. Salud.
BBW fans, so welcome to flights. Happy New Year's, by the way.
And by the way, it's actually the 1st right now, January 1st, 2025, baby. All right, so for our next spot on this cheap eats food tour, we got La Salsa Cantina behind us for their $6.99 breakfast. I actually been here a couple years ago, but they upped the price since then. Like I said, this is going to be a 2025 Las Vegas cheap eats food tour, so I want to give you guys updated prices. So we're going to revisit and see if the food is still the same. Check out this deal here in Las Vegas. Let's go inside and check out La Salsa Cantina. Let's go. This outside seating. This is their breakfast deal, $6.99. 2 eggs in style. Let's go inside, check it out. So they got their cheap eats sign everywhere, $6.99. So you guys, so it's nice and bold on their menu as well. You guys can't miss it. But main thing is it's only available till noon. So a lot of these cheap eats deals are gonna be for breakfast. Used to be a lot of cheap eats deals in Las Vegas, but a lot of them are dwindling down now. So that's why we're on the hunt to give you guys some of the best cheap eats in Las Vegas. But most of them, you're going to find them before noon, usually for the breakfast time. So make sure you guys read the fine print, and I'll let you guys know in this video. So stay tuned. There's usually some stipulations for the cheap eats. For example, at Ellis Island, the steak and eggs are only from 11 to 11 or something like that. And sometimes the times and deals change. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. That's why I'm giving you a 2025 update. Make sure you guys reach here before noontime so you guys aren't disappointed, because I came here after noon one time and looking for the breakfast and I couldn't get it. Hi, Ashley. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. And I'm about to feel better after I get some breakfast in my system. Can we please get that behind you, the deal? Okay, our Bloody Mary is here. And I sent Bloody Mary. Let's get a little mixeroonie. Thanks, Ashley.
You're welcome.
So we got our breakfast plate here, La Salsa Cantina. Looks like some house potatoes, Southwest potatoes, to be in fact. I can smell the herbs, aroma, veggies coming from there. I got flour tortillas, but you get corn. You have a choice of bacon, ham, or sausage. I got sausage, but some lady that was walking out said that the bacon's really good. I'm gonna have to get that next time. Also comes with a big tortilla as well, so let's try it. All right, as promised, we got the $6.99 breakfast deal. I say as promised because every time I see a deal this great, I'm like, is this real? So actually, we'll confirm when the check comes, but spoiler alert, I've had this before. Like I said, a couple years ago, it used to be $4.99 and $5.99. Now $6.99. At least they still have it, because some of the cheap eats deals are literally just disappearing. One of the main ones recently I disappeared is the Ocean One. I actually tried to go there not too long ago, and there was like a closed sign right out front, but so has all the good stuff, salsita, sausage, eggs. Can give you guys basic taste test, see if it's worth the $6.99. But this meal right here, it's got to be total garbage for us to not be worth it. Pretty good sausage, nice and salty, breakfast sausage. It tastes a lot of the grill on there. Taste some of the ketchup. I was looking at the ketchup when I said that. Freudian slip. Let's try some of the scrambled eggs. Love diner style
scrambled eggs. I don't know how they do it. Can't duplicate at home, but comment down below if you like ketchup with your eggs. I do it when I'm at diners. When I'm at home, I do soy sauce. Try some of this. You know if this is weird or not. I don't care. I do it. Pretty good. Adds a sweet, salty layer to the eggs. Good handful of eggs, some Southwest potatoes. So it's different to use the home potatoes. There's some onions, bell peppers in there. Kind of like fajitas on here, but diced. My favorite breakfast potatoes are hash brown, but these will do. A little crunch, slight crunch, not too crunchy. Put a good carb source pre-meal, but guys, this is the pretty loaded plate for $6.99. I mean, not the biggest breakfast plate. This is my hand for measure, but it's pretty good. It'll get you full. Ooh, there's some nice crispy pieces of the fry with salty pop. That's good. There's a 99-cent Bloody Mary to go along with it. You see why they call people who go to Vegas degenerates, because I feel like at all of these breakfast deals, there's like beer, a drink to go along with it. It's like 8 a.m. right now. Usually too early to drink, but hey, a lot of you guys are on vacation, so we don't judge in Las Vegas. But it's like you want to say no, but when the big sign is there, fear pressuring you guys, it's like the sign is hazing you. It's just like 99-cent Bloody Mary. How can you say no? But salute, guys. Ooh, that's pretty good. A lot of ice, not too big, but guys, it's 99 cents. Kind of tastes like a shrimp cocktail without the shrimp. There's a lot of tomato juice in here. Don't taste a lot of alcohol, which could be good and dangerous, but it's honestly actually pretty refreshing. A little drink option here for 99 cents with your breakfast. So it's the whole deal, you know, waking up with the hangover in Vegas. Maybe you're down a little bit on the slots and you need some cheap eats deals. You have this. Maybe if you have a hangover, you get a little pair of the dog to kind of wake you up a little bit. So yeah, salud. So we're gonna finish off the rest of this plate, and we're gonna hit Linda's to some more cheap beef at Bolognese. Like I said, I've been there as well, but gonna give you guys 2025 update with update prices. This is a solid 9 out of 10 banger for me. Salud. Forgot the tortilla as well, an extra carb source to keep you guys full for $6.99. 2 years ago, $5.99. A couple years ago before that, $4.99. And comment down below, had it ever been $3.99? I could have sworn I'd seen a $3.99 sign, but yeah, this is like the breakfast toast for Mexican food, for Mexican breakfast. Speaking of Mexican, they have some Cholula here from us, imported from Mexico. Just also sprinkle a little bit of this. It also makes the breakfast more tasty. Okay, so here is the bill. So full meal and a drink, under 10 bucks, guys. That's basically cheaper than fast food. That's cheaper than McDonald's breakfast sometimes, guys. Only in Vegas, baby. So this is the vibe. Oh, there's actually a photo station in here for that. Kind of looks like a Southwest Tex-Mex bar of some sorts. Or maybe even Mexican. Nah, it's like Tex-Mex. There's a lot of like clay walls. You see the kitchen here. Pretty cool designs. It's pretty packed here, packed out. It's usually more packed for the breakfast time because everybody wants the breakfast deals and the cheap eats deals. All right, so we just left La Salsa Cantina, and for our next place on this cheap eats tour in Las Vegas for 2025 is right across at Blondie's for some more breakfast and drinks. So let's go inside Blondie's and get some cheap eats in. Let's go.
All right, so here's my table. Thank you. So our table here, as you guys see, is right across from La Salta.
All right, guys, so we just sat down here at Blondie. So we're going to give you guys a 2025 update because just looking at the menu, they changed a couple of things from the few months I've been here, guys. So yeah, I couldn't, give you guys old clips. I'm not going to do that to you guys, and I'm going to give you guys an update on all these spots. So looking at the menu and just looking all around here, guys, I'm getting a similar vibe. They added new drink guild, guys, just when I thought they couldn't, because they already had an all-you-can-drink guild here. I feel like the idea at this place is if you guys want to get smashed in Vegas for a good price, you guys go to Blondie's. But yeah, just looking at this menu, it's pretty funny. But yeah, so there are more all-you-can-drink options, $20. That is crazy. I do not recommend the all-you-can-drink, guys, because that's just a recipe for disaster. Because, when you go to all-you-can-eat restaurant, you guys want to get your money's worth. And you might attempt the same thing with drinks, but it's one thing to get full, and then it's one thing to have all you can drink. Let's just say that. This is the breakfast menu, and you guys can't miss it. There's signs all the way in the front that says $5.99 breakfast, but they don't have it on here. But it's just this traditional breakfast, which is usually 16 bucks. And that's why we're giving you guys the deals, guys, because the value of that breakfast is $16, but they're basically selling it for $6 if you guys come before 12. Also, another update, because I think it used to be before 1 and now it is 12 because I just asked our server. So there's a bunch of other deals here as well, but most of them are drink deals. We got this last time, the $2 drafts, and this is new.
This is the Nelson for $5, so it's a little bit bigger. It's also a pretty good drink deal. And also the Bloody Mary is $2. Also a great price. The one right across the street at La Salsa Cantina is $1. But I mean, come on, guys. You guys got a few cents lying down in your pockets if you guys want another Bloody Mary. So there's a Wake Up Daddy deal. There's a bunch of drink deals here. Wow, so just when I thought I was done with the drinks, they actually have a drink menu here as well. 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. 777 Aperol Spritz, another deal. $15 for a yard. $25 32-ounce cup. $5 shots, guys. Oh, I just slipped in. There's more drink deals. Bahamas Mimosas, $20. So take your pick, guys. The vibe I'm getting from this spot is an all-American sports bar. There's a bunch of TVs playing sports all around. There's some waitresses, servers walking around. There's a full self-service bar over there. But yeah, guys, we came for the breakfast, and would you look at that? Our Nelson is here. I got the $2 drafts. It was a 12-ounce last time, but this is a Nelson, which is Michelob with a splash of OJ. It kind of looks like a Blue Moon. Oh, okay. So it kind of tastes like a Blue Moon. So Blue Moon has like an orange peel flavoring on it. Man, that's good because a Michelob is a cheaper brewski. But with that splash of OJ, it kind of reminds me of Blue Moon. So salud, guys. So these are the vibes here at Blondie's. A bunch of TVs, music. More TVs up here. Bunch of TVs in there. Sports bar in there. There's VAR seating. Also some booths. More TVs in there. Pretty cool vibe, like an all-American sports bar here, baby. So yeah, because it's not on the menu, that's why you guys are watching DVW's video. So if you don't see the $5.99 special, if you guys walk in, there's signs everywhere, but it's not directly on the menu. Just make sure to ask, okay? Don't purchase it for $16. And if you come before 12, they'll probably honor it anyways. So yeah, I like this cup. Vegas Golden Knights, baby. They take pride in their city and that chip that they just got. All right, this is our meal, guys. So this is our $5.99 breakfast. Price went up a little bit. I got some egg whites, home potatoes, some bacon, egg whites. Just keep it healthy. All protein, baby. Alrighty, so we got our breakfast plate here. Like I said, this is a 2025 update. So we're gonna update you guys on the taste, the size, the price, because these deals, especially in this day and age, 2024, 2025, they don't always stay. So I don't know if they raise in price, but I saw some more drink deals on the menu. So it looks pretty identical to the breakfast plate at La Salsa Cantina. I'll say just from the aesthetics, I don't know. It looks pretty much the same. Maybe it was on a different plate. I was going to say it looks a little smaller, but I like that you can substitute it for egg whites here, all protein for the gains, baby. And there's also tapatio, ketchup, the whole 9 yards. So let's try our eggs. Nice and hot, fluffy, diner style. I got all white. This is a lot of egg whites, guys. About like 20, 30 grams of protein right here. Ooh, and let's get some of the crispy bacon. Actually looks the right medium, a little juice to them. Not as crunchy looking. It's not the crispy of crispy bacon. And oh yeah, okay. This is proof. I gotta go right now. So I got my check here. So it is 2 egg breakfast, $5.99. Nelson, $5. If I just got the breakfast, it would have been a $6 breakfast. And if I got the $2 brewski, if you guys wanted that drink, you have to have for $2. But I like this little spritz of orange. I got that over there. Comment down below, guys. If you guys are weird like me and like ketchup on your eggs, I'm gonna do this on potatoes. These potatoes look a little bit different than the ones over at Salsa Cantina. Let's try this out. Okay, these are crunchy. So I see some onions, bell peppers as well. I prefer these home potatoes because they actually say home potatoes. The other one was Southwest. It wasn't soggy, but it wasn't as crispy. These are crispy, almost like potato wedges, like cube potato wedges. I like the potato tier better. I could have ordered sausage, but I didn't. Honestly, I prefer the sausage over there, but it's still a great value. I mean, to each their own, depending on what kind of vibe you want to go. Mexican restaurant or all-American bar. Maybe they're even from the same kitchen, guys, because this looks like a pretty identical breakfast plate. Salud. I'll say by far this place has more drink deals, though. I could be wrong, but let's try some of these egg whites with ketchup. For both places serve hefty plates. You'll get full, guys. You'll definitely get full for somewhat full. You don't want to get too full for breakfast anyway. So I'm gonna finish off the rest of this breakfast plate and give you guys some more updated cheap eats in 2025, guys. So our goal is to, give you guys all the best cheap eats, one-stop shop. So prepare you guys for a 2025 Vegas adventure, guys. Cheap eats are always welcome. Food always tastes better when it's free, but when it's cheap, still tastes good too. Salud. Boom. I'm glad I got this though. So a little gem just off this cheap eats update is I learned to get a Michelob with a splash of orange.
Try it. It's pretty good. They call it the Nelson. Oh yeah, forgot about the DVW score. But unbeatable prices, guys. $6 breakfast on the Las Vegas Strip. You don't have to go off the Vegas Strip because the Vegas Strip can be pretty pricey, guys. If you guys, stumble upon the wrong places. But judging for its price point, just make sure you get hit for low. This plate, the drink, solid. 8.7 out of 10 DVW score. There's nothing really to hate about this plate for $6. It's even cheaper than some McDonald's breakfast, guys. But yeah, like I said, there's some stipulations to these cheap eats deals, so make sure you guys pay attention. I'll put the labels throughout the videos, but they always change. So that's why I say you should watch updated cheap eats videos, because sometimes if I'm using information from my older videos, the prices may change, and you guys never know. So this is an update for 2025. Yeah, so make sure you guys pay attention to the times that there are cheap eats, because it's happened to me before. I don't want you guys to stumble upon here, be disappointed, come here around 1 or 2 p.m. and there's no longer the $6 breakfast and you guys have to pay $16. Or if you guys are hangry, you guys, traveled all the way here for that, and you guys storm off really hangry. So yeah. And another change from when I was here last time, it used to be till 1, and then now it's only till 12. So there it is. Man, I'm bobbing my head here too, Sometimes I dance when there's good food, but sometimes when there's popping music. So it's nostalgic, guys. They're playing some 2000s, raw pop, alternative music here. It gives the vibes of a true all-American, sports bar. I can't include the music. I don't want to get copyrighted, but yeah, they're playing some nostalgic 2000s alternative rock. It's cool. So there's a sports bar in here. More seating areas. A lot of TVs. It's pretty spacious in here. It's deceiving because it doesn't look too big on the entrance, but it's a bunch of TVs here and indoor dining. So many TVs. You guys cannot miss the drink deals here, guys. Yeah, guys, this is the sign. You guys can't miss it. $5.99. Just had 2 breakfasts for under 13 bucks. So on to more cheap eats in Vegas. Let's go. All right, you guys can say whatever you want about this place, but I consider it on the Strip because you guys are staying at the Horseshoe or the Paris. You guys just walk a few steps to the back. I mean, the Strip is right there. So it's parallel right behind the Strip, and the spot is an essential cheap eat spot, so we have to include on the list. Stay tuned. We'll tell you what it is right now. So it's right here, right behind the Strip. We are at Ellis Island. I feel like there's always construction going on at Ellis Island whenever I'm visiting, but Ellis Island is a casino that hosts a cafe, the Village Pub Buffet, which has some of the best deals in Vegas. Here we go. So many people come here just for the cafe. They have signs all over the casino to kind of point you guys to the cafe, but a little showing of the casino. They also have some of the cheapest, table rates here as well. So this is the Ellis Island walk around to the cafe. So I think some blackjack tables are even like $5 here. So to get the deal, you have to get a player's card here. All you gotta do is put in your driver's license, I guess. So we're gonna get that for the deals, because why not? So I already had a passport, but I left my card at home and I put my ID and they found it and they reprinted me another one. It's pretty neat. Technology, 2025. All right, so this is why I'm doing this 2025 update for you guys, because there are some stipulation rules, keys to how you get these deals. So you have to use your card, and then you gotta scan it here. So you gotta swipe your card first here. Gotta swipe it. I swiped it and I enter my PIN. I'm not gonna show you guys my PIN. And then you go to the promotion, because you gotta use it once per day or something like that. Right here. So $3 off the steak special here. And yeah, I have it. So present your card for $3 off the steak special at the Ellis Island. So yeah, so basically you load your card, and I think you could get it day by day or every 24 hours. So now I'm eligible for the steak deal at Ellis Island, guys. And it's worth it. I mean, all you gotta do is put your driver's license in. So there is some construction, but here's the Village Pub and Cafe. And this is where we'll get our cheap eats steak and egg special. Today's special. This is another special that's just here, but we're getting the secret menu deal. So this is the regular menu. They usually, rotate deals, and there's already some, all day and nightly specials and deals. So the regular prices itself are not even too bad. There's a lot of great items for you guys here, but we came for the secret deal menu. All right, guys, it's Vegas. You win some, you lose some. So we're at the Ellis Island Village Pub and Cafe on the Las Vegas Strip, and we came here for their cheap eats deal, which I remember was $9.99. I've got it many times before. New York steak and eggs from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. But
Guys, sad day. I know you guys are disappointed. I am too. They actually do not have that deal anymore, but don't worry, there are still deals, and we'll tell you guys that right now. They still advertise a deal out front, still from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. on Mondays through Fridays, Saturday and Sundays 11 p.m. to 2 p.m. It's now $14.99, which we'll judge afterwards, see if that's the cheapest deal. But all right, so this is their little cheat sheet. So I'm also eligible to get this. The top sirloin is $24.07, and I actually have $3 off, so that is also a cheapie deal. So the moment of truth, our New York steak and eggs is here. It actually looks pretty big from last time I seen it. Some home potatoes. I got some scrambled egg whites and sourdough sauce. So you got some fries here. All right, guys, so we got our steak. I was hoping to say this is the $9.99 steak special in 2025, but I had a feeling there's some changes in 2025, which is why I made this video for you guys. So this is now our $14.99 steak and egg special. So let's taste it. I got mine medium. It smells delicious, by the way. And this is why I've always loved this deal, and this is why I still got it. I mean, I could have just been like, all right, give me the sirloin, or I'm just not gonna do this, but it's still very juicy. Nice little char on the outside. Man, I didn't even put any salt and pepper on it. Look at the grill marks on there, so it has a nice char grill on it. And I do need some salt and pepper like before, but I like that they don't over season it, so you can season it for yourselves. But also come here for this deal, honestly. That's just me, but I just thought to include this in the video so you guys know. The New York steak here has always been great. Nice little fat cap on the side. Steak is juicy. It's cooked medium rare, and it comes with some toast. It's already buttered up for us. And some eggs, so you will get full. Look at all these eggs right here. I got egg whites. I'm trying to stay healthy. But comment down below, guys. Ketchup and eggs or nah? I'm about to do it. Grow some of you guys out. Do some ketchup. Right there, baby. And you know what? Some Cholula action for safe measure. Right here for the steak, too. Some Mexican hot sauce. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that, baby. All right. Nice, fluffy diner fries. Gave it a little kick with that ketchup and that Cholula. But yeah, it's a pretty hefty plate. So $14.99, you'll get full with all this if you eat all the bread and all that. I just love diner eggs. It just makes it so fluffy. There's home potatoes, and you can actually substitute it for fries, I'm hearing. The home potatoes are all right. It's the most underwhelming part of this. There's some crunchy bits, but it's not too crispy. Yes, this is a breakfast potato side starch to, you know, keep them full, but I prefer hash brown, but they don't have that. I don't really like the home potatoes too much. But the steak, guys, is banging. If it was $9.99 still, it would obviously get a higher DVW score because I got some of the score by the price, but it's still good, guys. I cannot complain. Look at this, cooked medium. Here's our A1 sauce if you need it, but I do not really need it. Just a little salt and pepper action, and we are good to go. Salud. So yeah, I only need to take a few bites to give you guys an overall DVW score. So if the price was $9.99, the taste of this steak and, you know, the deal you get with it, you'll get full. I would have gave it like, say, a 9.2 out of 10, but price, you know, went a little bit higher, so I'll give it a 8.1 out of 10 DVW score. Pretty solid steak. But yeah, it's 2025. A lot of the deals are leaving us like ocean ones. I'm in this, but we are going to keep striving and find you guys the best cheap eats deals. So without further ado, let's tour the Vegas Strip for more cheap eats in 2025 and the future. Let's go. Okay, so this basket, this serving doesn't come with a meal, but on the fries, I learned that after you could substitute for fries. So I just got some fries to see how it tastes, but you'll get probably a smaller serving with the breakfast. Oh yeah. You can come here and you have the choice. The fries are 10 times better than the home potato. So, I don't know, it might be tonight or something that home potato working not good, but these fries, decent big steak cut fries are for like pepper on them. Not the best steak fries, but good crispiness to it. Solid 8 out of 10. So guys, I'm trying to get as much info and the most correct info as I can for you guys. So when the waitress came back, I actually had a thought because I was going through my footage on my camera, and if you guys remember on the outside, the sign said $9.99 for steak neck special. And I realized I did the math, and even with the sirloin and the New York steak, the cheapest it would go to is $11.99 with card. So I had to ask our waitress again so I get this info out to you guys. I'm gonna be honest, guys, too much math. It's like 3 a.m. right now. I'm still a little bit confused, but there's a fine print under $9.99, and it says something to do with promotions or your player's card. But so you get $3 off if you scan the card right away. But then that's only $11.99. There's $2 off on top of that. And she was explaining, I think she said like you get like $5 free play, and then you have to play the free play, and then you come back and then swipe the card again, and then you get an extra $2, and then it'll be $9.99. But then also she told me some more insider info, and she said if you're like a taxi driver, Uber, cab, limo, you can still get the $9.99 deal at all times. Just some info. You guys can double check when you guys get here. All right, so this is the price. I had no idea. It's a dollar sub, but so good. Wait, one steak and eggs, $14.90. I'm so confused right now. So is it $14? Where is it? Oh my gosh. This is the restaurant. Still a nice little cozy diner, cafe, and the staff were pretty friendly, welcoming, nice, hospitable as always. But also on these walls there used to be like a $2 or $3. It was a deal for their beer, but I don't see that anymore, so they probably don't have that anymore as well. Still have these Best of Las Vegas awards. But yeah, guys, Ellis Island. All right, so we're back at Ellis Island for another day, for another installment on this Cheap Eats tour. They're both from the same place, but I got the steak and egg special, which went up in price, but this one is the same price, and it's 24 hours, which is a plus. So it's actually $14.99 for a 10-ounce sirloin, green beans, soup and salad, fries, baked potato, mashed potatoes. But it comes out being $11.99 with a flavors card, because you get $3 off anything, any steak item. We got it right here, and yeah, let's try it out. I got a nice looking steak here. Got a medium. Like I said, I'm very disappointed that the steak and eggs went up, because I love steak and eggs. I like the New York steak and eggs, taste a little bit better, but this is a pretty hefty, good sirloin. I would like the New York taste a little bit better, but this for $11.99, solid, juicy. You see, I gotta add a little bit of salt and pepper to it. Salt, pepper, and it is good to go. So an $11.99, 10-ounce sirloin steak, fries, green beans, soup and salad. You can't hate on that. And it doesn't taste too bad, so DW score for this deal, 9 out of 10. It's pretty solid.
I don't want to show all the info, but it ends up being $12.99.
Another ABC store. Let's see if we can find the spam masubis we're looking for at this ABC store.
No, they're selling hotcakes. They don't have them here either. All right, so now they made this a challenge. Now I'm taking it personal.
They don't have the masubis anywhere. I went to 3 spots looking for them for you guys on this Cheap Eats store. And it's late in the day, and now I'm more inspired or motivated to find them, guys. I'm taking it personal like MJ. So yeah, if you guys could find those at the ABC stores, then make sure to hang on to them for dear life, because it's popular.
All right, so we're on the Vegas Strip, right across New York. New York, I actually discovered this the other day. I eat Raisin Cane's all the time. I love Raisin Cane's, but the location next to my spot is actually pretty normal price. But the one here for the Vegas Strip, which has inflated prices, has some pretty good Cheap Eats deals. So for our next spot on this Cheap Eats store, we're hitting up the Raisin Cane's on the Las Vegas Strip, which is right over here. All right, so we're back here at the ABC store. We're damn near 6, 7. I lost count, guys. I lost count. I'm hopeful though. Let's see. All right, it's here finally. Grab one of these. 2 for $5. Oh my gosh, all good things takes time. It's finally here. They finally got the 2 for $5 spam musubi. I've been going to all the ABC stores for the past couple of days, but they just restocked. So there's 1, 2, 3 more. 2 of these bad boys are gonna be $5. So pretty good Cheap Eats on the Strip. This is the ABC store on the Strip. Every ABC store I've been going to had this little box with spam musubi, but they all been all empty. I went to 3, 2 in the Planet Hollywood, and this one, and I went to all of them multiple times, but yeah, make sure if you guys see them, you snag them. And I snagged them. All right, so it is $5. Okay, this is the Raisin Cane's across from New York, New York. We are going to get our next Cheap Eats installment here. What's the menu here? We got the 3-finger combo, $10.79. Cheapest meal on the menu. It's a pretty good deal. Well, we got our meal here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Very appropriate for Vegas. It's Raisin Cane. Pretty cool. Kind of cramped, but very Vegas-esque. There is the Raisin Cane decoration. So
The main dining area is upstairs seating. This is a pretty cool, neat fast food spot too. I always like discovering new spots. It's a new spot for me. It's actually been pretty new. It's been open. So Kane is actually the dog. That's funny. So if you guys didn't know, Kane's actually the dog, Raising Cane's, and their dog bowls here. So yeah, there was a grand opening here. I mean, at least over a year now. But yeah, this is the upstairs area. A lot of Vegas art memorabilia. Mr. Elvis there. A lot of Vegas stuff. One love, Nevada. Always love these Vegas art here in Vegas, baby. Vegas always does it big, but I like the vibes in here. I like the art. Love me tenders. Make a little disco ball in here. Right on the Vegas Strip, baby. Look at this. So much going on. The Hustlin' Friday. I was going to say Friday night. It was a Friday. All right, let's do our own Boston. This is our next spot on this cheap eats. This is our Raising Cane's here. So it's the 3-finger combo. This was like $10.50, $10.70 or something like that on the Vegas Strip, as you guys can see on the Vegas Strip. So, ooh, voila. This is a pretty good deal. Look at that. 3 tenders, a bread roll, sauce and fries, and a drink. So I go to Raising Cane's all the time, but I actually stumbled upon here and I was looking at their prices, and guys, it has some pretty competitive prices for the Vegas Strip. As you guys know, the Vegas Strip is inflated. I mean, there's Raising Cane's like outside the Strip in California where I'm from, and this is even cheaper than the California ones. California ones, this meal cost like 12 to 15 bucks or something like that. This one is $10, under $11, and you get 3 tenders, a bread roll, some fries, carbs, and a drink. Guys, this will get maybe 70% of the population full for under $11 on the Vegas Strip. So I actually love Raising Cane's, and I'm glad I found that this is an entry on our cheap eats deal. Yeah, this is the Raising Cane sauce. Let's try it out and see how good it is. Alrighty, so I'm very excited. Let's try this out, guys. Chicken tender here. Well, let's do a little dipperoni. Oh, it's nice and hot. Oh, extremely crispy. Sometimes I've gone here are more or less crispy than others, but nice white meat on the inside, very juicy. This also, I don't know, it's their own secret sauce. I feel like it's like a little mustardy and have kind of like a mayo aioli in there, but not very creamy or rich. It's like has like a tart to it, like a sourness to it. Oh, that's what it is, a sourness. But honestly, I like Chick-fil-A sauce a lot better, but I like these chicken tenders a lot better. Like I said, I didn't even have to try this for you guys. I just love Raising Cane. Good source of protein, chicken tenders as well, but very crispy, juicy, crunchy. I just got to see if there's any stipulations or differences from, you know, these Raising Cane's tenders to ones I had back home, and they're pretty much similar, and they're cheaper. I started dancing with something good, and also they're playing some old school music here. Got Diet Coke. I can't rave enough about this meal because I love Raising Cane, but it's on the Vegas Strip, guys. A lot of the restaurants I had here, like sometimes chicken tenders could range from like 16 to 24 bucks at a regular Vegas Strip restaurant, but this is a good fast food option. And there's a lot of fast food option, but I also want to give you guys value in my cheap eats video. It's not just cheap, like lowest dollar amount, or else like we'd all just be eating hot dogs or like anything from the dollar store, gas station, ramen. But you're on the Vegas Strip, you want to enjoy yourself too, get some good eats, and for the value on this bad boy, I would say it's up there on my cheap eats. Texas toast, nice and butter on the outside, nice crispiness, and then super spongy and soft in the middle. Toasted sesame seeds for flavor. And guys, let's get to the prize. And it's just as good. I smirked because I actually really like the Raising Cane fries. It kind of reminds me of like Del Taco fries, but a little bit thinner. But the thick crinkle cut fries, fire, guys. So for this deal on the Las Vegas Strip for cheap eats, I give this solid 9.1 out of 10 DVWs for. If it was a little bit cheaper, probably would have been like a 10 out of 10, but this is a very more than fair value for this food here on the Vegas Strip. 9.1 out of 10 DVW score for cheap eats. Raising Cane's, babies. I feel like this is a sponsored post because of how much I actually like Raising Cane's. I eat all the time back home, but yeah, for finding it on the inflated Las Vegas Strip core, $10, I'm happy. All right, the ABC store is like a few feet away where I got the next part on this cheap eats. This 2 for $5 spam musubi at the ABC store. If you guys didn't know about the ABC store, they have a bunch of those on Hawaii, so it's very appropriate to have the musubi, which is spam, teriyaki sauce, and rice a little. So I got 2 of these for $5. And if you guys have been keeping up, I was on a quest for these like RuneScape or World of Warcraft quests because there's more than one ABC store on the Strip. There was 2 in the Miracle Mile shops, and
one here, and I came multiple times. Salud. Okay, so you guys ever been to Hawaii? Getting spam musubis anywhere is fire. Like gas station, anywhere it could be, it's pretty good. This one, the spam, the teriyaki sauce, is good. Way too much rice. But if you guys are really looking for cheap eats and you guys don't really care about food and want to just get really full, because there's a lot of rice, rice will fill you up. But it's not really expensive item, so that's why I see that it is a cheap eat. The spam and the teriyaki sauce is actually really good. But the rice is kind of like mushy. It's not the best rice on here, and it's way too much. The teriyaki sauce and the spams. Like, I'll just take the seaweed and the spam and eat it by itself. I don't want too much of this rice. I'll have a few nibbles of the rice, but yeah. Most spam studios has a good amount of rice, but this one, rice is not the best, and it's a little bit too much. But what do you expect, guys? It's an ABC store on the Las Vegas Strip with 2 for $5 spam musubi. So taking into the price into account and the taste, price is the biggest attribute. I give it a 7.7 out of 10. Because the spam itself was pretty good. There's a spam musubi. I'm spoiled. I've been to Hawaii. Spam musubi over 5. Well, it's simple ingredient. But it's a simple dish. It'll get you full though, guys. You don't really care about taste and you guys want to fuel up. That's what spam musubis were for. Because I use them in Hawaii because we're going on a lot of hikes, adventures. Have a few musubis, fuel up, and let's go.
All right, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, DBW fam. So this is a pretty rough part on the strip, but it's still considered the strip. We're right next to this, right here, and there's a nice little cool Las Vegas pink sign over there. But we are at the Aztec Inn Casino. It's actually my very first time coming here, but they have a $5 breakfast deal, and that on the strip is, I haven't had it yet, but $5 for breakfast. Let us check it out and see how it is. But yeah, let's look at it. So this is the Aztec Casino. Looks like a very, let's just say, modest casino. I mean, look at those casinos. That's a Fountain Blue right there, guys. Breakfast $5. Let's check it out. It was so there's more items here, similar price to Ellis Island. Asian crepe. Oh, $4, guys. $4 for crepes. $5 for breakfast. I want to come in here. So this is a casino, guys. So we just walk in here. There's a lot of slots. A lot of slots in here, loud music. I don't want to get copyrighted, but there's a little dining area here. Looks like a little diner, some tables, Mexican food, some Aztec art. This is a little dining area within the casino. This is the Aztec Inn Casino. This is my very first time being here, guys. So it looks like a pretty small casino of sorts. It's a dining area, and this is what we're here for. And they have a $5 breakfast deal, so like, why not, right? It's $5, yeah, so why not? Man, they even have a sign here that says low price, your one check per table. That is crazy. Nice. So this is the $5 cafe here. There's a lot of good food. It's called the $5 cafe. It says right there. I was wondering what the name is, but you choose a seat here and you sit. All right. So we got Abigail here. She's going to be helping us out. We're at the $5 cafe here at the Aztec Inn Casino. And there's a lot of cheap eats here, guys. This is some of the best deals I've seen. $5 breakfast, right?
Yeah, so the thing that's $5 is just a special breakfast, but the other things here are basically budget friendly. We also have the protein menu. That would be the more expensive options, but you're able to have steak and eggs and essentially anything breakfast related. Yeah, you're able to order one of any side of your choice. So basically, you want to scramble eggs, but you're able to have bacon or a hash brown or sausage.
Thank you, Abigail. Guys, $5 for breakfast? That's insane. Guys, so it is truly $5 for breakfast, and it's $3.99 for the crepe. So this is one of the craziest cheap eats on the strip. But I'm going to taste it and see how good it actually really is. All right, guys. So, key to get into the restroom, guys. So I'm not going to lie to you. It's pretty rough in here, but the cafe is actually pretty nice. So to use the restroom, you got to exchange your ID. But the cafe is pretty cool. I mean, it's just a regular cafe. You get views of the Strat at the window here. It's pretty rough at the. So this is our plate. It's actually pretty cool. Just a sausage, some eggs, some toast, and this is $5, guys. So this is our $4 crepe, basically. It's an Asian crepe. I don't know what makes it Asian. I literally don't know what makes it Asian. It kind of looks just like a regular crepe to me. Bananas, Nutella, powder. All right, DBW fam, score at the Aztec Inn Casino for this next spot on our Cheap Eats tour. We got the $5 breakfast. We're at the spot called the $5 Cafe right now at the Aztec Inn Casino. And this is our plate. I mean, this is not part of it, but toast. Doing the most sausage. You guys can like substitute, get whatever you want. I think you get hash browns. That'll probably be more filling. I got egg, sausage. I like sausage. And then this is the Asian crepe for $3.99. I don't know what makes it Asian, but it's It's pretty hefty. It's $3.99. It's like under $4.
So let's try some.
With the sausage, pretty good protein source. Nice chew, not too salty. We got some ketchup if you guys want to throw it on your eggs. There's a lot of eggs on this plate. The main protein source is the eggs. This small piece of sausage, but it's $5. What do you ask for, guys? These eggs look really thin for like diner type eggs, so we'll take a taste and see how it is. It's very thin. It's like glass-shaped eggs. It's very thin. Not super fluffy like diner fries. I mean diner eggs, but tasty. Pretty good. When the breakfast deal is $5, you guys kind of gotta go and see what you guys can complain about. And I already had my complaint, which is just like it doesn't seem like the rest of the strip. So this is a cheapy store from strip. The environment and vibes doesn't seem like the rest of it, but I don't really care. The breakfast get $5, guys. Eggs are nice, buttery smooth. Added some ketchup for a little sweetness. Solids. I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't say this will get me full, but for $5, pretty good deal, bro. Where can you guys get a deal with egg, sausage, and toast that's cheaper than $5 anywhere in the US? Just take it, guys. So I'm gonna ask the owner when this deal ends, but we'll see. But like, if this is all day, it's a pretty good deal. There's a lot of eggs, abundance of eggs. We're only one piece of sausage, but you guys can get bacon or like hash brown and all that. I give it a 7.5 out of 10 deep W score. There's also a cheap eat special as well. $3 crate for like $3.99. Hefty, some powdered sugar, some chocolate. It's tasty. It's crunchy, chewy. Ooh, I have some Nutella in there. This is my receipt, so I'm assuming the $5 for the breakfast. What? All right, as you guys can see behind us, we got the New York, New York. Ironically, I literally just came from New York, New York. I was there for the first time ever in my life, but I actually visited this New York first and then the real New York. But for our next food deal and cheap eats, we have a couple in New York, New York. So without further ado, let's take a flight over to New York and check it out. These are the archways when you enter New York, New York, and it's very reminiscent of the real New York during Christmas time. I actually experienced during the Christmas time too, and there's a lot of lights everywhere. Now I see why they have the Mad Apple here. It makes sense. The Big Apple, Mad Apple. All right, so this is new. It looks like a little Asian eatery here. What is this? Buns, bowls, boba? My first time here. I've never seen this before. This is a new addition to Vegas. So it looks like some baos, buns, noodles. It's pretty popular. So this is like the Greenwich Village area. All right, so they have this bar right here called the Sirico's Pizza, and they have a pretty awesome deal here as well. As you guys can see, a lot of people want that deal because there's a big line right outside the door. So just like New York, if you guys peer into the window, you can see them loading the pizzas. All right, this looks like the most popular place here. Didn't want to wait in the line, but we'll wait in it for you guys for this cheap eats tour. Let's see what they got. All right, so it seems like the slices itself aren't too much on the cheap side, but they have a special deal here, which is what we're here for. It is the basically $12 piece of slice and a bush light. So you guys want a piece in the roux? This one will get the job done. And it is $12. Says best bet on the strip. Let's see if it is. But these are the regular prices. There's more specials too. Sandwiches, pasta. These are the pies. Here is all the flavors. Got veggies, 3 cheese, pepperoni sausage, mushroom pep, more pep, sausage. Ready? There is nice sausage. Ooh, nice fresh slice right here. Thank you, sir. So I got my slice. Also some Christmas decor because we are in New York, baby. So they're serving up all different pies here. That's Sicilian and regular flat. So to be more efficient, it's like cafeteria style. You get your pizzas from the oven here, and then you wait in line and pay in the front. Let's see. Looks like some, I'm gonna assume this is Italy on the walls. Oh, I've been there. That's Rome. That's Colosseum. Italian photos all over the walls. But there's some other items besides pizza here, but I think the pizza is the star of the show. So some pasta, breadsticks. All right, some other beverages for you guys. Back there, you see them tossing the dough, making the pies fresh to order.
here, reminiscent of my time in New York. Looks like pretty similar process, except they're missing the main ingredient for New York slices, New York waterways. Not sure if they have it. Some places import it, but we'll taste the pizza and see. So it looks like they got the Bush on tap. That's what we're going to grab for our beer special. More menu items. Ooh, they actually have some cannolis and cheap take here. And a gelato ice cream cup, assuming in here. So that desserts, drinks, pizzas, the whole 9 yards. Brewskis. So this is our pizza slice right here. Looks pretty hefty, big, and cheesy. Look at that. And our brewski bush. So all this is $11.95. Here's my seat right here, $11.95. So now cap here. Alrighty, so our next spot on this Cheap Eats tour is Syracuse Pizzeria here at the New York. Guys, it's so ironic that I'm here. Literally 24 hours ago, I was in the real New York eating pizzas by the load. And now I'm here getting more pizzas, Cheap Eats. But honestly, this spot looks even more packed in the New York City pizzerias, and for a good reason, because this is a pretty good deal here. And above average for New York. New York slices are on average $4, but this one seems heavier. And then this is the deal that comes with it, $11.95 for both of these, just about $12. The deal apparently has gone up a little bit in price because it used to be a little bit cheaper. I think like $9 or $10 or something like that. But yeah, it's 2025, so things can't stay the same forever. So without further ado, say goodbye to this pizza. It's me. So I'm going to be that guy. Just because I came back from New York, I'm going to be a pizza snob. Just like you become a barbecue snob when you come back from Texas. But yeah, all the toppings are good. It's very cheesy, but the dough doesn't hold as firm as the New York pizzas. Like I said, I don't know if it's a myth or truth, but they say the New York pizzas are good because of the waterways and the water system they use. But I like the topping, the abundance of sausage. By itself, I think this pizza is around like $8 or $9 in Vegas. It's a little bit, that's around average. It's not, I wouldn't call it Cheap Eats, but when you get this deal, if you guys, want a little brewski, this is a pretty hefty brew too. It looks like bigger than the one that came, the $3 addition to the burger bar one that I had. But yeah, let's try out the Bush. Yeah, pretty decent pizza for this deal. That's a pretty hefty slice. They'll get you full. A lot of cheese on it. Slight marinara sauce, but there's a lot of meatballs. Here's pepperoni, 4 cheese pizzas, but felt like a little bit of sausage protein today, so I got this bad boy. Alright, so we came here for the deal. Let's try the Bush. Ooh, nice and cold, refreshing. They had it on tap. It's not too carbonated. It's a little heavier for a light beer. I like it. It's tasty. It's a full body light beer. Bush. I don't think I've had too many Bushes. Or American beers, for that matter. I prefer European Pilsners. And like San Diego brews, California brews, Mexican brews. Yeah, guys. So for this deal, pizza itself, like I said, it's not too much of a Cheap Eats for just a slice. So I would only get the deal if I wanted to beer with it. But it's actually a pretty tasty pizza. So according with the deals and the pizza prices and for the taste, I'll give it a 8 out of 10 solid DVW score. So yeah, I gotta finish off the rest of this and let's get some more Cheap Eats for you guys. Salud. So we're gonna check out our next Cheap Eats place right here. It's called the Fulton Fish Fry, but we're here for something specific. So they do have a meal deal here, something to your meal for that price, a family meal deal, but they have a pretty kickin' ham chowder deal here. It went up by $1. It used to be like $77.95. And yeah, let's check it out. All right, so this is our clam chowder cup at the Fulton Fish Fry here with some bread. Let's open it up, shall we? It's kind of stubborn little cup right here, but yeah. This is our clam chowder at the Fulton Fish Fry. So it's in the same little food area as all the rest of them. So it smells pretty good. Let's see if it tastes good. Big chunks of clam chowder here. Let's check it out. All right next to Sicaro's Pizza. This could be a little triple whammy for the Cheap Eats because you have the Green Verticelli, Sicaro's Pizza, and then the Fulton Fish Fry. Because I saw it right across and I was really craving some seafood clam chowder. So I got this right here. So guys, I want to tell you a little bit about this Cheap Eats store. I'll, organize this by, tiers after I taste it and give you guys my DVW score. But Cheap Eats isn't all just about the price. For me, it's about the value, because if it was all about Cheap Eats, then
we'd all be going to the fast food spots on the strip, the McDonald's, the dollar value menu. But you guys are on vacation, you know, you guys want to see some spots that you haven't seen before. And clam chowder, like steak, clam chowder, you know, steak and egg special might be above $7, but having a $7 steak is still a deal. But, you know, $7, say, a taco or slice of pizza might not be a deal. So it's all about value, and clam chowder is usually a dish reserved for, you know, steakhouses, a higher end place. But the fact that we get clam chowder to go, that's a convenience for me because I like clam chowder. So, but unfortunately, they didn't have the clam chowder bowl. It's usually, this is like, so our receipt says it's $8.95. So it ended up being around $10 for this bowl right here. But it's the same price as if you guys got the clam chowder bowl with the bread bowl. But it ran out of that, and I want to get this cheap eats video to you guys ASAP. So didn't want to wait for the next day. So they gave us a little slice of the bread with it. Doesn't really make up for the sourdough bread bowl, but you know, you gotta roll with the punches. Can't have everything your way, especially when you guys are traveling, right? So let's try the clam chowder here. So it looks like nice big bits of clam, some potatoes, celery, all that good stuff. And it's nice and piping hot too. And this is a hefty bowl. Like I said, I'll put this near the end of the video, but you guys could consider this cheap beats or not. But I would say $10 for a bowl of clam chowder, pretty good deal, I think, if it's good. So let's test it out. Okay, it smells really good when I got the bowl. It's a very creamy, buttery clam chowder. Clam chowder could be made in a variety of ways. Some are more seafoody. The ones that are thinner and they don't have too much clam, I don't like them. I like my clam chowder thick, dense, and with a bunch of clams. And so far, so good. Let's try some more. Oh yeah, I can already tell by stirring this clam chowder, there is an abundance of clams. And that was what I was explaining to you guys. This definitely I consider cheap eats because the value for this is great. A lot of clam in here, very chowdery. A lot of potatoes, it's thick, creamy. I only took a couple of bites and it's pretty good. If it had the bread bowl with it, it would be a lot better. And I would say I could share this with 2 people. But yeah, sometimes when you go to like a steakhouse or something like that, it could be upwards of like $12+ for a clam chowder bowl. And you have to sit down at a restaurant. But the fact that they have this clam chowder bowl here in the oatmeal where you get it in like a food court type of setting, it's pretty solid. So I was debating whether to include this or not, but I'm going to include it because I think it's a good value. And they have $5 hush puppies as well. It went up in price as well. It's $5.50 now. But I want to give you guys this update 2025, my biggest cheapies food tour. So salute. A little bit salty, but not too much. May have some crackers in there. I like to throw a bunch of crackers into my clam chowder and make it nice and crunchy. Abundance of potatoes, clams. It gives it a nice crunch from the potatoes, a nice chew from the clams. Don't get any, you know, funky taste from, you know, the clam or anything like that. You could dip the bread in there, but you know what? If you guys can come here and get the bread bowl, get the bread bowl. Suntown bread bowl is always great. So it's on the higher end of a price tier for this cheapest store, but it's for a premium dish. And it's actually very tasty, guys. This is a seafood spot, so I'm actually impressed. I would give this a DVW score 8.6 out of 10. $10 for this bowl, like I said. And yeah, we're gonna finish off the rest of this and see you guys for some more cheap beats. Salute. Honestly, I had it sitting here for about 15 minutes and it's still piping hot. It's fresh. And this, guys, voila, is why I made this cheap eat store, because it was pretty tasty. I inhaled this. I didn't throw it out there on the trash can like some vloggers, but I didn't toss it out in the back. I tossed it right down here. Inhaled this soup. It was actually pretty good. But in hindsight, because they didn't have that bread bowl, I dumb it down 0.1 points, 8.5 out of 10 DVW score, because the potato to clam ratio is about 65-35, which is still actually pretty good. Some places don't even put real clams at all. But it was a slight bit salty, and so some bread, that sourdough bread bowl would have, you know, cured some of that saltiness. So yeah, but very good. And I'm glad I included it on the store because it's a pretty good deal. Real clam chowder for basically $9. Oh, so this is what we're here for. The Greenberg Deli. Delicatessen right around the corner. But yeah, there it is. The Greenberg's Deli. This is going to be our cheap eats. They have cheap eats, a pretty good Reuben deal all throughout the day. But there's also a great breakfast deal as well. So yeah,
right here. This is the deal. So this is the cheap eats deal right here. They have it advertised right out front. $9 for coffee, tea, sandwich, deli burrito, pastrami egg bagel, vegetable burrito all day till 11. So here we have a major cheap eats deal and it's advertised right out front. So we're gonna wait till the morning time and grab that for you guys at Greenberg Deli here in New York, New York. So very popular cheap eats here, the Greenberg Deli. Secret's out, the cat's out of the bag, but we're gonna return for their breakfast special because we already covered their Reuben, which is a pretty good deal in itself, pretty big, but we're gonna get something else. The eating area, I'm sure this area during dinner time, it's free packs. The menu here, these are the regular prices. Here, more pastrami, these that here, or the bread. Eat the other prices on the menus. Pretty big deal with Jack. They load up the sandwich sauce. Also, soup as well here. This is what we came here for, guys. Look at this deal, under $9, and you get coffee, tea, one of these bad boys until 11 a.m. So there's usually a long line in here. So after you order right here, try to be as efficient as possible. You come right over here and you pay at the register. This place is usually very packed. These are the croissants and the burritos, but I didn't get this. This is also under $9. This is a pretty big breakfast croissant and burrito for $9 on the Las Vegas Strip. I mean, all right, there you go. Again, there's some New York City vibes right outside, outdoor seating. Well, it's indoor, but trying to emulate some outdoor seating right outside the Greenberg's Deli. But I think it's really cool how they try to emulate New York in here, because I've been to one of the most popular delis recently in New York. Didn't look exactly the same, but similar. Usually there's a long line, but there's a little dining area where you guys can eat and hear some booths, but most likely won't snag a seat because there's only 3. But don't worry, it's a lot of, looks like a pantry in here with all these sauces. So they're emulating the Greenwich Village here. It's a New York City borough feel. All right, this is our bagel here at the Greenberg's Deli. This is a pastrami egg bagel. Look at this bad boy. Oh, it's a nice toasted bagel. And on the inside, there's a huge, it looks like a pastrami omelet. Wow, look at all that pastrami. I saw her cut it on the meat slicer and it looks pretty fresh, good, smoked. And look, there's some steam coming out of that. And I got a tea, hot water tea. You guys can get coffee. But look at this table, guys. This is pretty nice. This is supposed to be New York City's theme. So New York is known for their pizza. So this table has a little pizza on it. All right, so we're on to our next cheap eats on the Las Vegas Strip. In this video, we're at Greenberg's Deli in New York for their breakfast special. So I busted my butt down here from the gym, cut my workout short to get this out to you guys because this special ends at 11 a.m. and I was around the cusp. 10:55 I got here, but they did honor the deal. So they have a bunch of breakfast items you would get, but guys, we're in New York, so I had to get the New York style bagel and pastrami. So it comes with coffee or tea. Got tea right here, and this is their bagel. But look at this, from the looks of it, this has to be one of the better cheap eats deals on the Las Vegas Strip, because look how big and hefty this bagel is. The meat is popping out, and I saw they made it too. And spoiler, I've been here, the pastrami is pretty good. And also, I visited here for another cheap eats video, so make sure you guys check that out. For the regular pastrami sandwich, overall price, it wasn't cheap. It was like 14-15 bucks. But the thing is, it was huge. You had to feed like 3 people. It was loaded with meat, reminiscent of the Cat's Deli in the real New York. So, you know, in New York delis, they really load it with the meat. But yeah, you got bagel, burrito, a sandwich, a croissant. But yeah, New York style bagel. Let's try it out. Same type of pastrami that's in the Reuben, but it's lined with a bunch of this egg and this omelet. So it gives it that nice, rich bite. And when you bite into it, it gives it another texture. It's a little bit more spongy with the egg yolk and then crunch from the top of the toasted bagel. And the bagel's pretty soft, chewy too, just like how I like my bagels. Actually, this bagel has more of a crunch. As you guys see from the toasted, it's minimal. I don't know if there's, no, it's not sesame seeds. It's just a crunch from the bagel the way it's toasted. But guys, you'll get full off this for $9. And like I said, it's cheap eats store is not just about purely price. It's about value, because you guys get $2 hot dogs, $1 to $3 hot dogs here and there, cheap pizzas, but the value in things that taste good. But sometimes you guys don't want to eat a hot dog all the time. And if you guys have variety, like here, burrito, bagel, croissant, and it's tasty, it's a great value on the Las Vegas Strip, because Las Vegas Strip is not cheap, guys. So under $9, and like I said, I'm giving you guys an update in 2025 because all these prices are subject to change. And this is, you know, we're right entering into 2025 December. So just want to give you guys an update because I think this deal went up in price a couple years ago as well, like $1.
all these deals in 2025, they're gonna, fluctuate, go up $1. Some might even disappear like the ocean ones grow. So this is still running strong here at the Greenberg's Deli, but just make sure you guys get here from open to 11 a.m. Like I said, guys, the cheap eats deals are dwindling down in Las Vegas, but most of the crazy deals, they're stipulations and they're usually for breakfast. So yeah, get here during specific hours to make sure you guys stay tuned for the rest of this video, because we're gonna give you guys all the tips, details, hours in which you guys can get the cheap eats and all the updated prices. Salud. The value in this is insane because the pastrami here is some of the best in Vegas. Nice smokiness to it. Salami has a nice saltiness as well from the type of meat. And it's nice and soft and tender when you bite through it. But there's nice crunch from the, bark as it is smoked. But with this egg, it'll fill you up. All this protein right here. Perfect post-workout snack for more adventures in Vegas. And I saw some other people ordering the burrito and croissant as well. And they all look pretty hefty. But time to give you guys my overall DVW score for this bagel deal. This has to be a 9.1 out of 10. I actually really like the pastrami here in general. I'll come to get, sandwiches. I even think that's part of the cheap eats deal. But I want to give you guys the best of the best deals. And this is the best of the best deals here at Greenberg Deli in New York, New York. 9.1 out of 10 because this bagel is really tasty, guys. Salud. All right, time to find some more cheap eats. Let's go. So I'm a little late to the party, but for this next spot on our food tour here on the Las Vegas Strip, we have the newly opened Whataburger and Perry's. They've been opened a couple of months ago, but my first time ever trying Whataburger was actually 2 years ago in Austin, Texas. I tried it for the first time and I actually really enjoyed it. So now we know we don't gotta go all the way east for some Whataburger, and haven't had Perry's before, but it's right inside of the Whataburger and the spot is right under the water for storage. So it's pretty cool here. So let us go inside and grab some burgers and pizza. Let's go. So there's this big Whataburger sipper right here. A lot of people are taking photos with it. A pretty big cup right here. Oh, wow. They have 120 beers on draft. What could we pour you? Wow. So they weren't lying when they called us a tap house. I had no idea. All right. Wow. That was my first reaction stepping into the store. This Whataburger is huge. It looks very high tech. This is a menu. Wow. I've been to a couple Whataburgers in Austin. It doesn't look like this one. Some menu in here. Vegas always does it big. Check out the menu. Either items. All right, so this is the pizza menu. So it's actually like a joint restaurant, looks like. All right, let's check out what they got. Guys, I'm surprised, but at the same time, not surprised because we're in Vegas. But I had no idea this was a tap house, and they got some daiquiris, drinks for us, and apparently 120 beers on tap. So you guys want this mix. Honestly, guys, every restaurant in Vegas basically doubles as a bar at this point. So there are the daiquiri flavors, Perry's All Day Frosé, Perry's Signature Marg, Electric Lemonade, Peach Bellini, Spicy Mango Margarita. These are premium cocktails. Who did that for us? Okay, so if you guys want to be fancy smancy with it, there's full service dining upstairs. But we're just gonna grab our food to go. TV's up top. I haven't been to many Whataburgers, but this might be the coolest Whataburger I've seen. It's super high tech. How you doing, Donald?
I'm doing well. How's everybody? My name is Donald. Y'all ever need anything, come down and see me at the Whataburger on Las Vegas Strip. Alright, need anything, come find you.
Appreciate you. All right, so they have a nice little center park here. This Whataburger is ginormous. And on the outside, it said they had 120 beers, brews on tap. And it looks like a bunch of taps right there where the brews could be. So they kind of went all out with this little center bar for a burger restaurant, a pizza restaurant. All right, so we got our slice. Let's check out the rest of this Whataburger. This Whataburger is huge. It looks like it's bigger than a regular diner. There's a bunch of TVs for sports. Vegas visitors always love sports, so a lot of TVs. It's almost like a little sports bar. There's a big Whataburger sign there. There's a center bar. Look at these lights, guys. This might not even just be the most fancy Whataburger I've been into, but the most fancy fast food restaurant I've been into. Look at all this. This is super done up. All right, so we got a treat. We got Eli here. We actually stumbled upon him. He said he actually owns this bar. So this bar was actually closed right now, but he let us take a little tour up here. Can you tell us a little bit about your bar?
Hi guys, this is a bar.
Whiskey bar.
Yeah, we have the all whiskeys all for all the war. The cheaper whiskey, the expensive whiskeys. And we are the only one place on the Albia Strip with 120 different flavors for beers on draft.
Wow. Yeah, I saw in the front 120 different flavors of beer on draft. Guys, look at this bar. I mean, seriously, I almost want to ask myself, like, is this bar and all these TVs, look at all these TVs really necessary for a fast food restaurant? But here, what is this?
It's a different one. This is what the name is top two ciders. It's a company and the flavor is pineapple. This one is the IPA beer.
IPA. Oh, it's actually pretty tasty. So I actually don't prefer IPAs, but this is a lighter, fruitier IPA, which actually goes down pretty smooth. That's a pineapple flavor, right? Yeah, the regular IPA. It's actually pretty tasty. Salud.
All right, so Eli says that during regular hours, they open this up and it becomes just one space. Guys, I didn't even notice this. So there's an outdoor balcony here where you guys can get views of the Vegas Strip. Of course, the Vegas Strip is beautiful. So you can enjoy your burgers here, pizzas, and your brews. This is awesome. I mean, pretty limited seating, so first come, first serve, I'm assuming. But guys, this is the views of Whataburger. This is what we saw up top. Whataburger here. Harry's. Guys, this is an interesting treat and surprise. So these are the views from Whataburger and Perry's in Las Vegas, on the Las Vegas Strip. There's a lot of new things on the Vegas Strip. I haven't been here for a couple months, and I'm shocked, guys. Look, and I don't even, what are those over there? It looks like some rainbow spheres. Guys, I got to do a Las Vegas update video, but yeah, this spot is pretty neat. All right, these are reviews for my booths. All right, I found a little cozy booth here to try our pizza. This is the cheese New York slice. All right, we met someone from DVW spam. Henry here. Nice to meet you, bro.
Hey, nice meeting you, Dan. Nice to see you in person. Big fan, big follower. Yeah, it's good seeing you in person. What's up, DVW fan?
All right, let's check out our pizza. Let's give it a little spinnery. Voila, here it is, the cheese slice. $6. See how it is. All right, DVW fans. So we got our pizza here at Perry's. I actually took a look at the menu not too long ago, and they actually removed some of the cheaper eats items that I wanted to get. So this pizza used to be $5 for a different style, but I was actually talking to the manager and some of the workers there, and they actually explained the whole process because, like I said, I like Whataburger. I've been to the one in Texas, but honestly, I was looking at some of the prices. I wanted to include it in this video, but I'll have to say that it might even be the opposite of cheap eats on the Strip. Doesn't mean that's not good. I actually want to come back for a different video and cover the Whataburger, try out the Whataburger here because I really like Whataburger in Texas, but I found that the prices were a little bit steep, to say the least, for, you know, the chicken tenders. The Whataburger was like $8 to $10 for a burger. The tenders were like around $9, but without further ado, let's try this cheese pizza. I'm dancing because they're playing some house techno in here, like that Zara music when you're waiting for your girlfriend to shop. But there is that New York style crunch to the pizza. New York pizzas, they love their crispiness, thin crust. I'm gonna keep saying this throughout this store. Oh, there's a little spice to that. I got something in my throat. Maybe it's some of the toasted pieces. But I actually just came from New York, and I was eating New York style pizza the whole trip. And it's so ironic that I just went to New York, and I'm seeing a bunch of New York pizzas, but taking that piece. So they have a bunch of other things on the menu, but this is the cheapest one. So this is why I'm including it on the cheap eat store. It just made the cusp, but the fact that it's actually pretty big gave me this little pizza box right here. I would include it. It's just right there on the cusp. I would say the average price for a slice in Vegas is somewhere from like $4 to, I've seen some for like $8, $9. It's pretty expensive depending on the type of pizza specialty. In New York was around like $3 to $5 for average, but we're not in New York. We're in Vegas, both cities that never sleeps. So we're gonna have to judge it by that criteria. I'm gonna be fair, I left it out for a little bit, doing some talking, and met some DVW fans. But I actually like a cold pizza. And for what you're paying, you actually get a pretty big pizza. You go around Vegas for this cheap eats store, hot dogs, burgers, and pizzas are gonna be your best bet for cheap eats. And this one, you know, meets the criteria for cheap eats. But as far as taste and flavor, kind of tastes like just a regular cheese, but I do like some of the herbs. It looks like some oregano on there or something like that. And it has that New York crisp, if you like a crispy pizza, and just a decent amount of chewiness from the dough. You know, I always say I start dancing when something good has entered the taste bud, but I'm dancing because they're playing banger music on the inside of here, and that's also, I'm going to take into account because this spot looks like the coolest fast food Whataburger pizza restaurant I've ever been into. Like a bunch of TVs, art, and all that. But with that being said, I give this pizza a solid 7.7 out of 10. A lot of that score being from how big it is for the value, $6. If it was $1 less, I'd heighten it. But hey guys, not bad pizza.
But yeah,
Also, if you guys didn't know, there's this area at the Circus called the Slots of Fun where there's a bunch of slots and a little hidden gem. They have some of the best cheap eats here. There's $2 shrimp cocktails, $2 hot dogs, $2 popcorns. That seems like, you know, downtown Vegas deals, but it's right here on the strip. So let's go get some cheap eats and check out the Slots of Fun. Let's go. So this is the Slots of Fun here. So I guess if you guys like slots, you guys can have a lot of fun here. I don't really know how to play slots, but I hear a lot of coins dropping. So yeah, it's right on theme with the Circus. There's a bunch of arcade games, colorful, very vintage in here. That's the word. Still vintage. I love the places in Vegas that still keeps this vintage vibe. That's why I love downtown Las Vegas. Like, you don't always gotta be ritzy. You don't always gotta have, you know, top of the line tech and the best to have a good time.
Welcome to Slots of Fun.
So we found us. So this is the Slots of Fun bar right here where you guys can find the $2 Dos Equis, $2 Heinekens, $2 hot dogs, popcorn, and shrimp cocktail right here on the Las Vegas Strip. This is actually still vintage Vegas deals, and this whole spot is a vintage Vegas vibe. So definitely a hidden gem and one of the best cheap eats you guys can find on the Strip. So yeah, Eddie was great host and he helped us out with the digs right here. So let's check it out. Guys, so yeah, we're here at the Slots of Fun bar here with all of our goodies, $2 each. And I can see why they serve popcorn, because you get to watch the games here too. So whatever sports is on, you can grab a brewski and enjoy the show with some popcorn. But I'm a popcorn addict. I get popcorn every time when I'm at the movies. I love my amusement park. And a $2 Heine right here. A little bit too early to be drinking, it's like 9 or 10, but gotta show you guys the deals. And it's Vegas, so basically it's always 5 p.m. in Vegas. Salud. Cheers. Also, $2 at a bar for Heineken Dos Equis, definitely a steal, because this is kind of like a, I wouldn't say top shelf, but it's usually more expensive at certain bars. But yeah, we got the shrimp cocktail right here. Definitely feeling the vintage vibes right here.
Salud, amor.
Some cocktail sauce right here. I'm actually gonna throw it all on here. Mix it up. Right here, look at this, baby. There's a limited amount of shrimp in here, like 5, but I mean, bro, $2, come on now. Let's see.
Everything you see me with is official.
Love cocktail sauce with all that horseradish in there. Mixed with that cabbage, gives it another texture, a little pop crunch. This is actually not bad for $2. I'll get this any day. I get 2 or 3 of these. You guys notice we're missing a hot dog because they don't serve hot dogs till another hour, or they just might have ran out. So you can come back for the hot dogs. And also, Eddie was telling me here on the weekends, I think Friday, Saturday, Sundays, the $5 table games opens and $2 tacos, beef, chicken, all types. Courtesy of Eddie here at the Slots of Fun. Salud. Cheers.
From one bud to another.
Salud.
Salud.
Right there. All right. Yeah, you're always making friends in Vegas. Yeah, this is our breakfast right here, guys. $2 for this. It might not be the most nutritious, but damn it, it's cheap. Salud.
all right. So this was actually a surprise. I met up with Norma here, and she's actually gonna put us on one of her She Beats tricks and secrets here at Italy.
So it's kind of weird because not too many people know about this, but if you come to Italy, you probably pass by it. So stay down here on this first floor area, kind of where they have like all the pastries and stuff like that, the other wines. Come through, it's gonna say the Enomatic of Italy, and they have a wine flight. So they do have this all day, every day, but if you can, try to come during the happy hour, which is 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. every single day. And it's for $10, you get a flight of wine. So you get a red, a white, and a rosé.
Starting at $10. Yes, okay, so between 3 and 5 every afternoon, we have happy hours here at the wine bar. And we have a selection of all different wines, all different flavors, all different flights. They start at $10 and go on from that price on up, depending on the quality of the wines and the price of the wines.
Awesome. So here's the menu, guys. So
Of course, the rest of the day you can get flights. The rest of the day you can get wines by the glass or wines by the bottle. What a lot of people do is they'll come and get a bottle of wine. We provide a full service. We'll open the wine for them. We'll give them glassware and then go someplace within Italy and get themselves something to eat.
So yeah, this is what we're gonna get, the $10 at happy hours. Let's try it out. So these are the 3 we're going to taste.
Yeah, the flight is called Tricolore.
Perfect.
3 colors.
3.
Violet, pink, and red.
Nice. What?
You get 3 chew-on pours, so that's 6 ounces of wine. I don't know if there's any place on Las Vegas Boulevard where you can get 6 ounces of wine for $10.
Exactly. And that is why this is on our updated cheapie store in 2025. 6 ounces of wine for $10, guys.
Well, in other words, everything's Italian.
Yes. All Italian wine.
Tutti Italiani qui.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Pleasure.
Appreciate you.
Come see us.
Nice. See this.
And we feature the aromatic here, which has a preservation system where you can have a choice of 4 different whites, 4 different reds, either a 2, 4, or 6 ounce pour. Right. In other words, theoretically, this could be open for several weeks. And because of the nitrogen gas, it preserves. We're lucky if they're open more than a day or so.
Awesome.
We go right through them. So when you're in Eagle, come see us at the wine
So
bar.
this is the pink. It's called Orget.
Yeah, this is Sangiovese Rosato. So these are all dry wines. And then the red is Remole, which is Sangiovese and Cabernet blend. First one is Gavi. Gavi is from Piemonte. It's made from the Cortese grape variety.
Alrighty, so this is a lovely addition to the cheap eats and drinks. I'm just gonna make this cheap eats and drinks now because we've been getting like a $1 to $3 beer at each place. So this is the $10 wine flight for 6 ounces, a little bit more than 6 ounces. I mean, he was pretty heavy-handed with the wine. So 2 ounces each, $10 for Italian wine here at Italy.
It's from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. every single day. So just go down there, try it out. It's a good deal.
Let's just go from one end to one end. Okay. Not as bold of a red, but I mean, I wasn't expecting the best Italian. It's a nice little tasting, and they have more quality wines for higher prices. And during happy hour, they're also all on sale. So if you guys are wine connoisseurs, you could do that.
It was really good. It was like nice and tangy and like kind of like an apple, like a green apple at first. But then, yeah, it kind of smooths out at the second taste. Pretty good.
Yeah, I'll try that. Oh, this one's good.
It's always that first, like,
Yeah,
that gets you.
that first sip was good, nice and bright.
Mm.
Almost like dry rosé. So this is the white. I'm using more of a red, but I actually like the whites here a lot more.
I like all wine. But yeah, this red, it's a little bit more on the dry side. But it's still really good.
Yeah,
I mean,
you like it? Yeah, I like my wines. To each your own. I like my wines bold, in your face. I like it to like punch you. I like a balanced one. I don't like when it's like too harsh either, but yeah.
So it's not a cheap eat, but my favorite Chianti ever in the world is here in Italy. I don't know. They always serve it here.
A lot of people always think you're Italian too, like from your name or something, right? Or maybe your looks.
Yeah.
She's not Italian, but she's Italian when it comes to
Italian at heart.
yeah. But this is honestly one of the best deals I have seen on the Vegas Strip because wines aren't cheap, and especially on the Vegas Strip. So if you know, you know, for your wine connoisseurs. So yeah, let's get some more vibes in Las Vegas. Let's go. All right, DVW fam, so that's it for our Cheap Eats food tour of Las Vegas, and I hope that helped you guys out and show you guys don't need to be filthy rich or a millionaire to enjoy Vegas and get some great eats throughout the city. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please like it and smash that subscribe button if you guys haven't yet. It really helps me and the channel out a lot. Pump out these videos for you guys. And yeah, as always, if you guys want to see more food and travel videos in Vegas or anywhere else in the world, make sure to click somewhere here for our next video. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Deuces.